Welcome to another episode of Home Life Podcast, a podcast where we share real stories of people who've left home, their struggles, their successes, and the lessons that they've learned along the way. In this episode, I talked to Devanshu Saran, a witty and thoughtful content creator based in Mumbai, who's built a vibrant online presence while balancing a full-time career. We explored Devanshu's journey from his formative years in Kanpur, his close bond with his family, including the profound impact of losing his father, and growing up with an extraordinary support of his grandparents and mother. Together, we dive into stories of migration, career choices influenced by family, hilarious college escapades, and creative breakthroughs from writing Hindi lyrics to viral content inspiration, and what makes a place feel like home. By the end, you'll gain insight on navigating life's transitions, finding meaning in everyday moments, and why home is where the commode is might just be the truest wisdom you'll hear today. Enjoy. Mr. Devanshu Saran, thank you for joining. Thank you. Yeah, so you guys might know Devanshu as at Devanshu Saran, and Dev goes around
Davey goes around.
on on Instagram. He is the first content creator, influencer. I don't know what title you want on this. So welcome. You have probably the most creative channel. उसको क्या बोलते हैं जो अपना प्रोफाइल में डिस्क्रिप्शन है बायो हाँ क्या इट्स लाइक सबके लिए अल्फा मॉम के लिए बेटा या
Mom के लिए बेटा. So I wanted to do a wordplay on the word beta because all these guys were going, hey, I'm an alpha male, I'm a
Alpha.
sigma male, I'm a beta male. I'm like, दुनिया के लिए alpha, मम्मी के लिए beta.
Alpha में बेटा that's perfect. So I know you're in Mumbai right now, but what is home for you?
Well, my hometown is Kanpur, which is in Uttar Pradesh. Because that's where my grandparents have their home. That's where my mom lives. That's where I lived. That's where I had my teenage years. I was born in Prayagraj, which used to be Allahabad at the time. And over there, my dad used to work in a government institute. It was Harishan Research Institute where he used to work as a deputy registrar. And then when I was 9 years old, he passed away. So since it was a government institute, so we had to relocate to where my grandparents lived. So my paternal grandparents are based out of Kanpur, and that's where I grew up. That's where I spent like from years 12 till 18 till I went to college. I was there. So the most formative years for my life, which was the teenage, was in Kanpur. So for me, I'd say the home is Kanpur. That's where I grew.
Yeah, I think you said from 12
Yeah,
to
from the ages of 12 till 18. I mean, I used to come when I was a kid, right? Like when I was a kid, I used to travel to Kanpur to meet Baba Dadi. And but it was never permanent. I always used to go back to Prayagraj where like my father used to work. But when we shifted to Kanpur, like till date now my passport address is also Kanpur. Everything is Kanpur.
Kanpur.
So you know that's home. That's home.
Yeah.
That's where my mom lives. That's where my dog lived. That's where I grew up. So that's the home.
Yeah. You know, it's interesting. You call your grandparents Baba Dadi because maybe we बोलता हूँ Baba Dadi, my dad's parents. And then I often wondered कि मैं दादी तो ठीक है, वो समझ में आ गई दादी, पर मैं बाबा कहाँ से आया the word
It's
Baba?
dad
Because
for Bengali, right?
yeah, it's dad for Bengali and dad for Marathis. And यहाँ पे I call, but then also my dad's side of the family is from Lucknow. So maybe वो कुछ है यूपी का रहेगा कुछ. Yeah. So how was it growing up with your grandparents? Your grandparents were probably very involved in.
Very.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, so growing up without a dad is very difficult because everything that I had to learn about life is something that I had to learn by myself. I didn't want to trouble my mom a lot. I mean, she tried her best. I mean, like, I don't think any mother would have tried as much as my mom did because I was a very, very naughty kid. My mom was like always like supportive with everything I did. Lovely, lovely woman, always supported me. But not having a father figure is something that is, that leaves a hole in your life, which cannot be filled. I think that's why I got into content also because I didn't get the validation from the most important person in my life. So I seek it from the world. and it's an empty pit that's never gonna get filled. Never.
Yeah.
But you just make people laugh with what you have. So, ever since Papa passed away, Baba Dadi were the support system that we had.
Yeah.
Baba was my father figure. He was a professor in IIT Kanpur. He was a
Okay.
professor of physics. Then he retired from there and became the director of the University of Kanpur, Kanpur University. So he's like
Okay.
a professor, right? Like
Yeah.
very, well educated, always very strict with the world. But with me, he was very, very like
Yeah.
होता होता है ना आपका आप
हाँ
अपने
हाँ
बेटे के साथ
बिल्कुल
strict होते हो but grandson के साथ you're always
हाँ बिल्कुल
very
बिल्कुल
liberal. अब तेरे को
या
जो करना है कर दे.
या
So
या
that was
या
him. And I don't think there's any woman in this world who will love me as much as my dadi. I swear, neither my mom nor my girlfriend. I don't think I'll find any woman who loved me as much as as my daddy did. It was so pure. She was always. She had such high hopes for me. Like if she knew that I dress up as Everest Snape and sing on Instagram, she'd be like, "Hey, hey, I had better hopes. You could have become an IAS officer. Okay, you were intelligent." But yeah, so it was my Baba Dadi were a very, very formative part of my life. So growing up with them was good. They were always very kind, always very nice, always teaching me good stuff, telling stories as all grandparents do. And yeah, I mean, my grandfather had some hip surgery also because he had fallen in the bathroom. But
oh
and every time I'm on the first floor, he always used to come up and used to like, अच्छे से पढ़ाई करो. अच्छा ये लो मैं
हाँ
तुम्हारे लिए सेब लेके आया हूँ. अच्छा
हाँ
ये देखो
हाँ
अच्छा दादी ने दूध बनाया नीचे आके पी लो. And there's like having them in my life was, I think, one of the best blessings I could have asked for.
so you guys live close to each other like same building में
Yeah,
ऊपर
so
नीचे
it's a duplay.
okay
So we live on the first floor, me and my mom, and Baba Dadi used to live on the ground floor because with age, climbing up the
sure
stairs becomes
yeah
a
yeah
challenge. So they used to live on the ground floor. Amma and I live on the first floor. We still live on the first floor, but Baba Dadi aren't there anymore.
oh
They're
okay
gone.
I'm sorry
But it's just my mom and me, so things are fine. Two
yeah
last wickets. It's like like 8 wickets are down. There's two players left. So yeah,
yeah um did you have other extended family
yeah.
in and around Kanpur Prayagraj mein
I have my chacha. I had my tauji. I have family. I have cousins over there. And like as we grew up, like now when I go back, at the interaction I have with them is so nice because now you think, okay, you know what? We used to play Beyblade when we were kids. Like
hmm
my cousin, his name is Ritik. He like him and I used to play so much together. And now we always used to call him Sam because my chacha, he had a friend whose name was Sam.
अच्छा
So we उन्होंने बोला कि मेरे को ये नाम इतना अच्छा लगता है नहीं से ऋतिक
Sam
का नाम भी सैम है अब तुम
Sam
सैम हो.
Sam ठीक है
So Ritik and I used to play a lot of Beyblade together. We used to play Chupan Chupai. WWE was
हाँ
a
बिल्कुल
must. Every time they come to your house, you have to see which bed is empty.
हाँ
And then you have to
F5
play
उस पे
WWE. Correct. 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 And was the best part. अगर किसी को चोट लग जाती है, the
हाँ
other one is shit scared. Like, भाई ये
या
कुछ भी
या
कर ले तो कुछ भी कर ले.
या
बस किसी को बताना मत कि मैं तेरे को गिराया. So, having like the family around was obviously very, very good. Like
yeah
my mom's side of the family also is from UP.
okay
So my mama, mommy, my cousins, like their children, they also used to visit a lot. So that was like having family around is very helpful when you're a child. I think I was a naughty and what do you call it? I was like अभी मैं देखता हूँ खुद को am I allowed to cuss?
yeah बिंदास
मैं अभी अब मैं खुद को देखता हूँ तो I'm like ये मैं बचपन में थोड़ा छूतिया था. My cousins and everyone now that I meet them, it's like beautiful to have had them as a part of my life when I grew up.
yeah yeah man I think I kind of had very similar upbringing it's like we lived I also lived in the same building as my nana nani uh basically yeah same my mom's dad and mom so we were ऊपर पहले वो लोग नीचे थे मैं ऊपर था हम ऊपर थे फिर हम we swapped and then my baba dadi used to come from Lucknow every every summer vacation या जब भी छुट्टियां होती थी And then my cousins were around. So same thing. My cousin used to, we were four of us. So me, my
All
older
boys?
cousin, all boys, me, my older
Okay.
cousin, and my two. They were also older than me. They were 1 year older,
Hmm.
and they're twins. So the
Hmm.
four of us, we used to हम जब भी हर weekend हम मिलते थे. So the three sisters used to meet, and adults used to be in the living room. हम अंदर bedroom में चले जाते थे, and we used to play रोड रैश जो भी गेम्स है कंप्यूटर पे एंड देन ऑब्वियसली
Oh
WWE तो
yeah.
होता ही था द ओल्डेस्ट कजिन सबको गिराता था ही वुड लाइक थ्रो अस अराउंड एंड देन माय सिस्टर I have an old younger sister so
Yes.
bichari wo she was odd man out and she was the littlest so she used to sit but like yeah I agree like now I think back it's like it you don't realize at the time how important it is for a kid growing up to have you know cousins um फ्रेंड्स तो ठीक है फ्रेंड्स तो होते ही है स्कूल में है
Right.
इसमें बट लाइक cousins who are like family that's the best thing about cousins they're family but they're also friends
Right.
that you just see like
Right.
they're not living with you
Right.
24/7 365 days a year they're like family and friends together and you see them and it's all musty after that
Agreed. Agreed. It's
yeah
like with friends, it's like अगर like खुदा ना खास्ता but किसी की दोस्ती टूट जाती है like अब तुम
hmm.
मेरे को शक्ल मत दिखाना. The other
Hmm.
guys also I'll never see your face and they'll just vanish from each other's life. You can't do that with cousins.
No.
वो स्मृति की शादी में मिलेगा ही तू मेरे को कि
हाँ.
वहां पर जो तू नागिन बन के नाचेगा बारात में तो इससे अच्छा है अभी तो मेरे साथ सेटल कर ले. I think that's where the cousin aspect is very good. There are
I
friends who you can't break up with.
yeah
Like you have to be friends with them.
yeah
Yeah.
No, I used to do this when I was like 6 7 years old. So like friends के साथ like झगड़ा होता था. I would be like, you know what, miss, I'm not going to talk to him. I'm not going to see him. Now all my friendships are my cousins. They are the only ones I have.
Yeah.
And I was
Yeah.
like, and then when I used to fight with my cousins, I'm like, screw them. I'm not going to talk to them. All my friends are just the friends. That's what I'm going to focus. I kept going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But yeah, man, it's a privilege to have that.
Agreed.
Yeah. So it seems like every person, like close family of yours, is in and around that area,
Yeah,
Kanpur.
I'm 29 now, and see the thing with our parents' generation, and this is something if
Yeah.
the parents' generation is watching, I'd want you to know. Diabetes and heart diseases are something that you should definitely stay away from as much as you can because it's
Yep.
the entryway to all diseases. And a lot of my family, like relatives, and they had diabetes, they had heart conditions, so a lot of them are not there anymore.
Oh,
But
okay.
yes, the cousins and a lot of people they do live nearby. I went for Diwali to my home Kanpur. I was there for around a 20-day period. I
Acha.
went and I met Sam, then Ritika Didi and Ritik, like both Sam and his elder sister, our elder sister. They also came home. She's married now, so she brought Jiju also. It's like just another addition to the family, which was very
Yeah.
sweet. So that was fun. Meeting them is always fun. So yeah, they live around. Uh, a lot of them have moved out to other cities.
Okay.
So one of my cousins is in Gurugram now. One of my cousins is in Norway. Another one is in Spain.
Acha.
One of them is living in Patna. So a lot of like life
Spread
happens.
out.
You have to
Yeah,
be,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
If it's a loyal cousin, she gets married and she goes to where her husband is living. So that happens. If you have a job, you have to move cities. I mean, I'm sitting in Mumbai right now, right? So
I was gonna ask you that. So it seems like I mean that's abhi this generation that's kind of the norm is people
yeah.
move out. I've I've noticed if you're in Mumbai, if you're in Delhi, you're in like the big tier one cities as they call it. People don't leave as often,
Hmm.
but I think like Pune is I don't know tier two, tier three. I don't know what the tiers are. Like I guess smaller cities, a lot of people just leave, move
Yeah.
out
Hmm.
after a certain age. Did you always have that in mind कि मुझे मुंबई जाना है मुझे और कहीं कहीं यहाँ से निकल कर कहीं जाना है to explore the world or was that kind of a struggle for you to be like okay I want to be here I want to be close to mom and my grandparents and just
Hmm.
be here and based out of here
Well, one of the biggest reasons why I didn't leave the country and go for my master's or MBA was because of my mom.
Yeah.
When I had graduated, my mom has arthritis. She's also getting old. So I want to spend as much time with her as I can. I feel if I go for a master's abroad or for any education abroad, which is a very good thing to do, very noble thing to
Yeah.
do, but just my circumstances did not it did not feel just to me to leave my
Mm.
mom alone. So I was like, okay, ठीक है, it's fine, yeah, everything is good. So, but the next best opportunity I can get is a good job, which
Yeah.
is you have to keep the lights running, right? So I did my bachelor's. I left my house for bachelor's. I went to Vellore, which is the farthest corner. So I'm in Kanpur, which is in UP. Vellore is in Tamil Nadu, which is exact opposite, like South
Right.
India. And just for the sake of the opportunity, I went. But there's so many things you get to learn when you leave house. I mean,
Mm.
like कोई भी बीज अगर पेड़ के पास गिरता है, it cannot become a big tree.
Yeah.
For a tree to become big, the seed has to fall very far from the house. And yes, you do sacrifice on the time that you could spend with family. I mean, I obviously would want to spend as much time with my mom as I can, but now I have the capability. I can ask करके चलो मैंने flight ticket book कर दी है, come to Mumbai. She is very
Yeah.
comfortable in Kanpur, right? She's very comfortable. She has an
Yeah.
entire
Yeah.
life
Yeah.
over there, entire set of
Yeah.
friends. Kitty group is there. All of them play housey whenever they meet. So all that is going good. But whenever she wants, she can just travel. So this is like that is possible because this was possible. So yes, for opportunities, I did have to leave Kanpur because there were better opportunities outside.
Mm.
And I think as the country, as the nation develops, as smaller cities become big cities, there are more job opportunities. And someday, Vanshu in the future might not have to leave. He might
Yeah.
have to say, yeah, नहीं, यहाँ भी बहुत अच्छा है. यहाँ भी
Yeah.
मैं
Yeah.
काम कर
Yeah.
सकता हूँ. But I swear, like I did my first job in Bangalore right after college and Bengaluru. So I did my first job over there. It was a sales job, big city, very nice. Had a great time over there. Used to live in Koramangala. And then COVID happened, so I had to go back home. For
Okay.
2 years, I was working from home, so I had a good enough time after college with my mom. And then after that, I came to Mumbai. Mumbai has been super kind to me. People have been awesome, so I cannot complain. I'd be an asshole if I complained about my Mumbai life. Everyone's very nice.
Yeah.
Everyone's amazing. So yeah,
When you left the first time and then came to Bangalore, and came back to Mumbai second time, your what was your mom's reaction? She was like, yes, beta, this is exactly what you should be doing at this point in your career, jao tarakki karo, or there was a bit of a hesitation of like यहाँ रह के कुछ कर लेते हैं.
it's a mixture of both, I'd
Okay.
say, because I understand that. So when I look at so the perspectives are exactly opposite. I
Yeah.
look at my mom and I feel ki, she's getting old. I want to spend as much time as I can with her. The worst feeling ever is watching your parents get old. I mean, when they're not able to do the basic tasks like, say, walking up the stairs without a struggle, it becomes very heartbreaking to see that because there's a woman who used to carry me on her lap.
Yeah.
They used to pick me up and then used to run up the stairs up and down 10 times. कोई गेस्ट आया पूरी तल के ला रही हूँ चलो बैठो मैं ये हलवा बना रही हूँ always in and out of kitchen the liveliest person in the house and then you see them get old and that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
So from her perspective, I see that she has always said, "Ki you do what's best for you. You do what's best for you." That is
Hmm.
her like that's the base that she operates from. And obviously, if I am close to her, she's happy. So every time she comes to Mumbai and I'm working from here, she's very happy, very very happy. like, यहीं पे बगल में बैठती है. And if I'm making videos, I'm doing anything, she's fine. So it's just I feel for her home is me.
Hmm.
For her, like the idea of home for parents is always the child. I
Of
want to be
course.
with
Of
them.
course. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like I would want to spend as much time as I can with her. So from her end, it's a feeling of missing me almost all the time. So she is sad when I leave home, but she also understands that he has to go to do big things in life.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and also for parents, I mean, and this is it's a bigger struggle for single parents, is
Yeah,
there's a whole empty nester syndrome, right?
yeah,
Like kids, because your life is, and again, I'm just talking without actually knowing anything. This is, I just मैं ऐसे ही बोल रहा हूँ
yeah,
because I'm not a parent, hopefully one day, but yeah, I can imagine your entire life is the keeping this
Yeah.
creature alive
Right.
and
Right.
making sure that this thing grows and does well. And
Yeah.
then after a day, just cold turkey ki main ja raha hu, that stops, and then you're like, okay. And usually there are two parent households, at least they have each other. I can
Right.
imagine for a
Right.
single mom, it's that much harder because
It's
then she has to
like the
reinvent
house is
her
empty
life.
now. Yeah.
Yeah. um but as you said, I'm sure she has a good support system वहाँ पे, friends and relatives and everyone.
Yeah. So the
Yeah.
best part about like cities that like the smaller cities, the best part is that everyone's involved in everyone's life.
Yeah,
Right? You have your
that's
neighbors
true,
always
that
around
is
you.
true. Yeah,
You have an
yeah,
entire
yeah, yeah,
community built around you. So at this time when I went to all my neighbors' houses. I
yeah.
touched their place for Diwali. Everyone like invited me with their open arms. They were like, "Wow, it's so good to see you after such a long time." And that's a friend group. So they all live like 100 meters away from her.
Hmm.
So her closest friends are there. Plus, she's been a school teacher.
Okay.
So she has more clout in Kanpur than I do. There's a very high chance that if I'm walking down the road, there's a very high chance some kid is going to come running, touch her feet, and ma'am, aap kaisi hain?
Ma'am.
Because she was a teacher in DPS Kalyanpur, and I posted a picture with her on my Instagram, I think this Diwali, outside my
Yeah.
house. The comment section got flooded. अरे ये तो हमारी हिंदी मैम है. अरे मैम आपने स्कूल को छोड़ दिया. अरे मैम हमको आपकी बहुत याद आती है. So she has
Damn.
that entire thing around her in Kanpur. And yeah, I know ki if there's anything that she needs, all she has to do is just make a Facebook post and
Like,
like 10 people
हो
outside.
जाएगा.
Yes, ma'am, बताइए क्या हो गया?
बस यार, I mean that's the best thing. It's like all teachers are OG influencers. बच्चों को
Agreed.
हर साल 60-70 बच्चों को इन्फ्लुएंस करते हैं.
Agreed.
They go and they become CEOs and this and that and this and that,
Right.
and they keep doing that for like 30 whatever years they work. So
Right.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No.
Especially, I mean, like all the teachers who worked during COVID, my
Hmm.
mom's age, very, very poor with technology. I mean, like person who does not even know how to open a laptop, log
Yeah.
in, download this particular app, see how exactly are you going to share screen and everything. She learned that during COVID. I was so proud of her. I was with her. Obviously, I was helping her
Yeah.
set up everything because COVID, I was home. So I was helping her
Yeah.
set up everything. But she took the classes flawlessly. And that was the moment where I was like, yeah, you know what? Like, yeah, I get this from her that put me in any situation, I'll come out happy only. So that's my mom's genes.
Oh man, that so I want to connect the way you are right now, because anyone who has watched any of your content knows how beautifully unhinged it is. Uh, it seems like you have such creative ideas, lyrics writing, ye writing, wo writing. Like it it seems like someone who has spent a lot of time in his or her bedroom, experimenting alone, and then one day thought ki let's put it out there. um but at the same time, like, while this seems like a kind of an introvert's pursuit, it seems like you're also very just outgoing, because
I
we
can talk to
Juhu,
people.
हाँ,
Yeah.
like Juhu में when we met the first time, वो आराम से बिंदास, we spoke for like hours, no hesitation. So
Yeah.
were you always like this, or did your experience leaving home, coming to Vellore and then Bangalore, like those experiences kind of make you like this, like grow you into this person?
Well, to put it in this way, I was always a fat kid. Like fat kid was always
Uh-huh.
picked up upon. So to be a part of the group, I had to develop a
Funny.
personality.
Yeah.
Had I had 10 on 10 looks, I wouldn't have been able to build it up this way.
Hmm.
So, but on a serious note, I mean, I always like to read a lot because my mom's a Hindi teacher, and I come from a household where everyone's a teacher or has worked
Yeah.
in a place where the brilliant minds around you. So it's either IIT or Harishchandra Research Institute, all these educated people around
Uh-huh.
me. Um, so all of them are trying to tell you, okay, ye book padho, ye book padho. So I've had that exposure, and that's a privilege to have that exposure. That
Yeah.
okay, theek hai, you can read a lot. So once I started reading, and I also like music because my mom's a Hindustani classical singer.
Okay.
So she used to teach me Sare Gama Pa Dha Ni Sa when I was a kid. So that inclined me towards music. So lyrics is nothing but a mix and match of how exactly you want to say something, like how would you put that syllable in that place so that it matches the tune. And I
Yeah.
always liked Bollywood bangers. So that just like I'd say that just happened where both of
Yeah.
these interests and passion coincided with each other and just got where it is. So I mean, like that's my childhood. I like to read a lot, and my mom's a Hindi. My mom's a music teacher and a Hindi teacher. So those things, just all of them fused together. Like I mean, lyrics भी mostly Hindi में ही करता हूँ
Hmm.
because Bollywood lyrics, I think if you fuse them in Hindi, are something that are insane. So that happened, and yeah, everything else has just followed suit.
Yeah. I know. I love this. I got inspired by you, and I started putting out videos where taking Bollywood songs and writing them in Sanskrit,
I
which is
saw that.
Sanskrit.
I saw that.
I don't know Sanskrit well, but yeah, that was purely. I was like, damn, kuch to like
But
try
this
to
is
yeah.
unique, man. Like Sanskrit songs, no one knows. And I saw it, I was like so happy.
क्योंकि संस्कृत में when you hear श्लोक्स and तो एक
Yeah,
वो intonation रहता है because that's how
right,
you're supposed to
right.
say it. It's it's a poetic kind of a poetic thing. But I was thinking, I was like, again, I love history. तो मैं I was reading history and I was like, बाकी पहले जब वो बात करते थे संस्कृत प्रकृत में संस्कृत में तो I doubt they would speak in a sing songy manner. कोई रहेगा तो
Yeah,
speaking normally. So I was like, so and a lot of people just know like what normal apna Sanskrit would sound, and I was like, what if you fuse that with Bollywood music? But that idea, I was like, I came from you because you were putting out
yeah.
these songs. I was like, there definitely is some scope to do something here, but
No, I think putting things into the native tongue of people who you're trying to entertain is something that's
yeah,
very good because it just, you don't put your brain after that. It goes
yeah,
straight to your heart. If I
yeah,
were to
yeah,
sing a
yeah,
song in English, like मैं
yeah,
इसका एक हिंदी गाने को इंग्लिश में गाऊंगा,
huh,
a person has that song first goes to the brain, it gets translated, then goes to the heart. The person's like, oh, it's a nice lyric, and then goes back to brain and then replies in English. I
yeah,
don't want
yeah,
to
yeah,
do.
right,
So I am like, यार मैं हिंदी में गाता हूँ, हिंदी करता हूँ मैं. So that was something that's one of the reasons why I never do Hindi to English translations, but always English to Hindi.
mm,
Yeah.
yeah. Um, so tell me some, I guess, memories of your time at Vellore and Bangalore. Both quite,
Oh,
I would say. I mean, it's still India, right? So
right, right.
it's still similar, but for someone who's, I guess, born and raised in Kanpur all his life, leaving,
Yeah,
coming to South India, I'm sure there is a bit of a culture shift.
100%, 100%. So, the exposure that I had gotten about the southern states of India were from where I was living. There were a lot of South Indian professors who were there, who used to teach mathematics and physics. And I always knew that they're very sharp minds. My
Yeah,
mom always used to tell ki, you know what, Usha auntie, who was my maths tuition teacher, she's one of the smartest teachers you will ever get. Learn everything you can from her when it comes to
yeah,
maths. So, I mean, like that's the exposure I had as a child. And then the extreme opposite end was the movies that you used to see on Setmax and Z Cinema. Teri
mm-hmm.
Jung, One Man Army, Jahan Nagarjun doing that mama mass,
Yeah,
like Shivaji the Boss.
Shivaji.
So, yeah. And you see those things and you're like, hey, why is everything so over the top?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Then I went there to study. I had traveled there before also with my family, but that's just travel. So you're there for
yeah,
14 days and you're back. I
yeah.
went there to study. My experience over there was so good because it was a completely different set of cultures that I could learn.
Hmm.
Right? Like, so there are so many states. There's Tamil Nadu, you have Karnataka, you have Kerala, you have Telangana, Andhra, like all these states have different people who have different cultures, but at the end of it, everyone's open to teach you things.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
went there. I have friends like who are from almost all states of India now. Had I just been somewhere where I wouldn't have gotten that exposure, I wouldn't have been able to have that curiosity about trying to find
sure,
something.
sure,
That
sure. Yeah,
curiosity is something that travel to Vellore is
yeah,
something that inculcated in me.
yeah.
So, l- like two of my best friends in life right now, one of them is from Goa, like his native is Goa, and another girl who is from Andhra is now studying in the now in Washington, state of Washington in
Okay,
US.
okay.
And the third guy is from Navi Mumbai. So these are three of my closest friends who are from different parts of India.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have met them, wouldn't have had this support system had I not gone to Belgaum. All my
Hmm.
friends, all my musical interests, all the exposure to music, everything came when I went there. Because what I was listening back home was Bollywood. Then you're listening to rock songs because you Google top 100 rock songs.
Oh,
So you Google,
live
उसमें
wire पे
Metallica आता
download.
है,
Ah,
हाँ Metallica आता है, उसमें Led Zeppelin आता है, आप वो सुनते हो and it's good exposure. But
yeah,
you
yeah,
go
yeah,
South India, you listen to bands like Masala Coffee, Taikudam Bridge, Agam, all these big, great
yeah,
bands who are making great stuff in their native tongue.
yeah,
Like there's absolutely nowhere you can learn apart from India.
yeah.
And so that culture infusion that happened was like I'd eternally be grateful for that. I don't think I owe a, like the gratitude I have for my degree, because of which I have a job and everything, is less compared to the exposure I got from going to Bangalore.
Hmm.
Because I got to meet so many people, so many cool people, got to spend some great memories at the music club of VIT. Like travel to different colleges for those college fests. Got shit drunk. Don't remember four out of my like 10 college fests that I had gone to because those were a blur. Kya ho raha hai bhai?
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah,
when you're young, drinking is fun. At the time,
yeah,
drinking is fun. So you're doing that when you're in college and you're like, hey, man, this is cool. And now that you're out of college, you're like, nah, it's not that cool also. You limit everything. But you're young and dumb. And as long as you don't make a very big mistake or you're not being stupid, it's a lot of fun.
yeah, yeah. And see that, and that you're right. That's the best part about going, like leaving home and go. And the best thing about going to college rather than just going and starting to work somewhere is you have a group of people all primed to
Correct.
make friends and be friends.
Right.
uh and everybody's kind of signed that invisible with signed with invisible ink key. These 4 years,
Right.
these 4 years are going to be crazy.
Yeah.
And especially for someone leaving again, as you go coming from north to south, which is a big change. um you know you you, you kind of experience so much more.
Right.
um so in did you go to VIT by any chance or no?
Yeah. Yep. It
VIT,
was
अच्छा
VIT.
मैंने एंट्रेंस एग्जाम दिया था, नहीं हुआ मेरा.
It was
I had a
the
friend who went. I think he went there. He got in. Um, yeah, even when I was giving all my entrance exams, I mean, I had that feeling कि I want to go to some place which is very unseeming.
right.
Like औकात नहीं थी IIT की, but I was like, IIT बॉम्बे नहीं जाना है, क्यों IIT बॉम्बे, तो I know Bombay. Yeah,
इससे
so
पहले
that
वो
was.
मुझे रिजेक्ट करे मैंने ही उसे रिजेक्ट
हाँ,
कर
मैं ही
दिया
रिजेक्ट
नहीं.
कर देता हूँ. IIT
राइट.
बॉम्बे, IIT कानपुर. I was like, I've gone to लखनऊ पहले, तो लखनऊ, I know like UP कैसा होता है. And then as a VIT का entrance दिया था, because I was like, oh, Vellore, it sounds different. And I'm like, I don't know anything about Vellore. But you seem like you adjusted well. You had a great time in Vellore. Or were there kind of like moments where there was some friction?
There was. So in my final year, right before the placements, I had two arrears,
Okay.
which is back. So I can clear them. I have to stay for the summer semester. And if I clear them, I'll go and I'll be able to sit for placements. Now, because I was a dumb idiot who just liked to enjoy his life a little too much, I went with there's two things that come out of the story. One, I have a lot of pride for it. And second, there's like guilt. So now coming to the guilt aspect, I went outside with around 7 to 8 people, and all of us young kids, we got drunk, came back, and while entering college, we got caught. 3 out of the 8 people got caught, and there's a rule that they'll suspend you for the semester if you're caught.
Oh shit.
If I get suspended, I don't have I'm not eligible for sitting for placements. Like the entire 3 years before me are gone. So I was like, okay, shit, life's gone down the drain. Kya karoon main? So me and the two friends who got caught, uh, like, okay, we got suspended for that semester. Luckily, it was just a summer semester between two semesters. So it was just 1 month long.
Ah,
So
okay.
I got suspended for it. Uh, and in the next semester, for 6 months, I was not able to sit for placements. So I had to sit and clear those areas. And in the final year, the second job I sat for, I got that.
Okay.
So this was the guilt aspect. I let my mom down.
Yeah.
My mom had to come there, like she was
Yeah, yeah.
heartbroken. But I'll tell you how cool my mom is. Next day, she took me to Pondicherry. Next day, like right after I was suspended, she took me to Pondicherry and said, "Hey, you know what? It's fine. It happened. Move on. You'll do well. Just don't make the stupid mistake again." That's how cool my mom is because
Wow.
I swear, like Pondicherry is the place where you go to party. And she took me there and she's like, "चलो मैं घूम के आती हूँ तुम्हारे साथ चलो घूमते हैं देखते हैं." And we went there. We had such a good time.
By test था वो
And
test. It's like, has he got, is
I
he going
नहीं
to,
नहीं नहीं अभी
is he
मैं
going to
सुधर गया
party
था.
again?
No, no, I wasn't. But she was very sweet, and so this was the guilt aspect where I let my mom down. The
Sure.
pride aspect was there were 8 students who had gone out for drinking. Only 3 were caught, and the college people said, "Hey, you know what? Tell us who all went, and we'll let you go. Don't worry, we'll let you
Oh,
go." We did not sell our souls. The
did
three of
not
us got
rat.
suspended. We did
I
not
know
run.
rat.
Never. Not a snitch. I only wear snitch clothing. I don't like. I'm not a snitch. But yeah. So that's something that the three of us have a lot of pride for. All of us are doing well in our lives. So it was not the end of life.
Nice.
But
That's
yeah,
nice.
if you're in college, guys, please don't drink and smoke. Those aren't
ये
cool
नो
things.
स्निचिंग का ना, नो स्निचिंग का बढ़िया सा लिंक्डइन पोस्ट बना दे कि आई डिड नॉट स्निच इन कॉलेज, हियर आर द 5 लाइफ लेसन्स आई हैव लर्न थ्रू दिस. बस आई एम टेलिंग यू, वायरल जाएगा लिंक्डइन पे. नो
Job
दैट्स
vacancy for a corporate espionage. We need someone to come join us. Would you be willing to go into another company and get us some data?
uh yeah, and that's that. I mean, now we're laughing, but I'm sure that in that moment it was
Yeah.
probably terrifying.
It was
Any
because I was not seeing the registrar of the university had told us that, hey, we will not allow you to sit for placements. And now that I look back at it, I understand if I have the responsibility of, say, 25,000 students under me, I have to set some strict rules. Otherwise, something bad is
yeah,
going to happen someday. And the parents are going to come and blame us. I don't want a parent to lose their child because of some idiotic mistake that he made, because that happened.
yeah,
People did
yeah,
get
yeah, yeah,
drunk, they did drive, and people did pass away.
yeah,
Right? Those things happen. That's a
yeah.
very sad reality.
It's serious, yeah.
So you have to take some drastic measures. But I mean, like, yeah, at that point I was like, okay, ठीक है, क्या करूं? But had my mom not been there, I would have felt really, really pathetic. But my mom was there and she said, you know what? It's fine, water under the bridge. Can't do much about
No,
it. Do
that's
whatever is left. So,
yeah. I mean, and she being a teacher, she kind of, I think, she understands
yeah.
the proper way of disciplining someone. Like मार पीट के तो कर सकते हैं, पर वो बच्चा सुधरेगा या नहीं वो पता नहीं. And also, like, in college final year you're over 20, right? Like,
Yeah,
this
I
is
was 20,
undergrad
20 at the time.
21,
Yeah.
20.
Yeah,
Yeah,
somewhere.
yeah, so you're at that age where, I mean, फिर भी मारपीट तो होता ही है, but you know, you're
Yeah.
at that age where I'm sure like your parents,
Yeah.
your
No,
mom sees you
Indian
as
moms can hit you anytime they want.
हाँ
Indian
हाँ.
moms have no boundary. Like they'll hit you anytime. Flying chappals can come anytime. Luckily, my mom's never beaten me up. Like it's just been like once when I was reading a novel inside a geography book. She entered the room and she was like, "Hey, are you studying?" I'm like, "Yes." And then I turned the page on the inside rather than the outside. So she caught that and then she slapped me. Hey, why are you lying? That's the only time that she slapped me. But
Wow.
yeah,
मतलब झूठ भी ऐसा बोला is like such a literary झूठ. Like
Yeah,
मम्मी मैं पढ़ रहा था, novel पढ़ रहा था. It wasn't
yeah.
even anything bad. It was just novel reading. Um, so you know, after Vellore, you said you went to Bangalore. So you basically went to Bangalore and Mumbai, two huge cities.
Yeah.
And again, no offense to Kanpur, I'm speaking as
Compared
a
to it,
Pune
yeah, they are big. Yeah.
Punekar, like there is a difference when you go to
Correct, correct,
Bangalore and Mumbai, these two big cities.
correct.
There, did you have any experiences, any adjustment issues? Because
Hmm.
I still have this when I यहाँ पे भी यूएस में मैं इससे ऐसा लगता है मैं गांव में रह रहा हूँ, because comparing the cities here, any city except New York
Hmm.
to Mumbai, and Bangalore I've been once, I don't remember, but comparing it to Mumbai, it's the scale and the sound is just so different,
Yeah.
and the level of activity is so different that even now I live, if I come there and I stay for like let's say a week or 2 weeks, I feel हार्ट
Right,
पैल्पिटेशन, मेरा
right,
बीपी बढ़ जाता है,
right.
शुगर हाई हो जाता है, वो सब होता है.
Yeah.
So like did you feel that at all, or did your wavelength perfectly match these cities?
Uh, I mean, I had so when I went there for the first time, it's the first time that you taste freedom. So that's why Bengaluru will always be close to my. So I am very used to Bangalore because that's what you used to call it, like when we were coming from college. But Bengaluru will always be close to my heart because that's the first time I tasted freedom, where I
Mm,
had a job, I had gotten a job, I was there, I had my own house, and I could
yeah,
do whatever with the money that I was getting. Right. But that's where that's why the city also taught me responsibility to some extent that hey, you know what, going out and partying every day is not life.
it's not
You know,
good.
you can
Yeah,
actually chill.
yeah,
So that is something that Bangalore taught me. Now, coming from Vellore, it was a drastic shift. It's kind of scary also in the starting 1 or 2 months because you have to do everything by yourself. You don't know anyone around you. And I had just one friend who used to live in Whitefield. So I was living in Koramangala. This friend was living in Whitefield, which is like very, very far away. So it was kind of tough for the first month. But I come from a place of privilege where I can still have a house. I still have food in my belly. I still have clothes on my back. I mean, that's that's the attitude that I take everywhere. If I have these three things, I'm very
yeah.
privileged.
You said, yeah,
So I should not take my blessings for granted. And yeah, after a month, you adjust to the local shops, you adjust to the local people, you try to learn a little bit of language. They help you understand a lot of the things that if you just थोड़ा सा अन्ना करके बात करते थे, they always help out. So like the area I was living in, majority of the people over there were from Christ University because that was a student area.
okay,
I was living in SG Palya, I think was the name. Yeah, SG Palya, Fifth Cross Road, Koramangala. No, Fifth Cross Road, Koramangala was my office. Or it was, I
yeah,
think my
yeah, yeah,
house was SG Palya, that area. And there's Christ students all around you. So the
okay,
spirit is still of college around you, but
yeah,
it's outside the campus,
right,
outside the wall
right, right,
campus.
right,
But the only issue I had were the auto walas because they charge you anything. Like I, I don't know what were they doing. Are they trying to play the price is right? Because you go, you ask them, they'll just tell you the highest number. Sir, I have to go to 2 kilometers. Yes, it'll be 2,000 rupees, which is absolutely like bonkers.
yeah,
But yeah, you just negotiate with them thoda sa, and you just smile and you talk, and they help you out.
yeah,
That was back in 2019 when I just gotten out of college.
okay, and
Mumbai was after COVID, and I swear I don't think there is a better city in my opinion. Like I'm sorry New York, I'm sorry Paris, I'm sorry whatever city you go to. I'm like I don't care where you're from. I can wholeheartedly say that Mumbai has been the best city that like I could live in. Yeah,
yeah,
I can tell for future also. Like the vibes are immaculate. every person is trying to hustle. They're
Yeah.
trying to go out work. There's absolutely not one person who you see and is not trying to make it big in life.
Yeah.
And you surround yourself with such people who are bound to do big things. Your wavelength matches if your wavelength matches that spirit, Mumbai is the place to be. I mean, I wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning for running. I'm going down for a run. There's another dude who's running, like full decked up in the running attire, going out. You don't find that in a lot of places. But Mumbai
Yeah.
has that
Yeah.
spirit. People are into fitness, people are into finance, they want to learn about new things, they want to learn about AI. They're all very tech savvy also. So like
Yeah.
every auto wala, they'll just show you the GPay thing. I've stopped using cash completely. So it's Mumbai is love for me. Like the city that has made me who I am.
Yeah.
So
Um, can you see Mumbai being your forever home?
in a way, yes. So my main goal, if I pass the age of 40, I have achieved lifetime achievement
Acha.
because life is very uncertain. And
Yeah.
like all the death around me and my family, I have always been very, yeah, एक दिन भी extra मिल गया ना भाई, बहुत अच्छा है. You're very,
Yeah.
very
Yeah. Yeah.
like gratitude towards life. But yeah, I mean, like my end goal is if I live for a long age, I would want to retire to a hill station. एक छोटा सा कॉटेज बनाऊंगा उसमें
Hmm.
अच्छा सा मैं खूब सारा किताबें रखूंगा फायर प्लेस होगा ठंडा ठंडा मतलब जब भी होगा एंड इट हैज टू स्नो so that I can use that
Himachal.
fireplace. Me, perfect. Me, my partner, my kids will obviously be working wherever they're working. Live your life, kids. I don't care.
Yeah.
So me and my partner and a bunch of dogs. That's the end goal. That's
Yeah.
how where you settle. But till I come to that sannyas stage, I would want to live in Mumbai. I don't see myself going out of Mumbai. So every time somebody says, you know what, uh, why don't you come to this city for a few days? I'm like, Macha, come to Mumbai, no. Come Mumbai. Macha is very Bangalore thing. Because that's how I
Bangalore,
talk to my
Macha. I've
Bangalore
heard it.
friends.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
every time I'm with my Bangalore friends, ki, bhai, tu aaja na yaar, Mumbai aaja. So because I want to show them around the city I'm living in. I'll show you,
Yeah.
अच्छा देख यहाँ पे शाहरुख रहता है. And every time I go in front, so I have this entire thing. Whenever I go in front of Shahrukh's house, if there's someone new, I'll take them to Shahrukh's house and tell them what that particular landmark means to the city, to the entire world. So that's something that I want to do with all my friends. Take them to Shahrukh's house and show them. कि देख ये शाहरुख का घर है. So yeah.
uh, अभी तो I think अभी his birthday was yesterday.
Yesterday, yep, yep, yep.
Yeah, yeah, but they had
60
cancelled the
years.
Mannat ka jo he comes
Hmm.
out and he does the thing. I think they
Yeah.
cancelled it due to safety reasons or something. But man, yeah, I mean
Dude,
Shahrukh's house.
I was traveling to Dadar yesterday for a friend's
Yeah,
birthday. People who are coming from Bandra were telling me we were stuck in traffic for 2 hours. Like just from leaving from a particular patch of road because that's the amount of fans that
it's
visit his house.
insane.
That's the amount of fans that visit his house. And I'm like, man,
I'd love for him to do like an in-depth three, like this. Amir Khan had done this. The Lullen Top,
podcast, yeah.
Saurabh.
Taraf Dwivedi.
या उसका पॉडकास्ट किया था 3 3 3.5 घंटे कुछ तो it was amazing. I love that podcast. I would love for Shahrukh to, because like what is, like, how do you cope with that level of fame, which I don't think anyone in the world has that. Even you
As
take the biggest actors in the US, Leo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, Tom Cruise, maybe Tom Cruise, I don't know, but like how do you just normalize that level of fame? It's love for him to do something. Yeah.
there's a reason why I love Shah Rukh Khan so much. There's a couple of them. One of them is obviously very hardworking. He is like, okay, he comes from wherever he comes from. A lot of people say he comes from privilege. A lot of people he comes from poor areas. I don't care where he comes from. I have a lot of privilege. I want to live that life that he's living. For me to be there, I cannot hate that. I have to admire it and learn from it.
Yeah.
So I want to someday become the biggest content creator of the world. Someday every kid down the road is going to scream my name. I want that for me. I want
Yeah.
that. And for that to happen, I cannot hate on it.
Yeah.
Right. So that's why I admire Shah Rukh Khan a lot. Second thing I really like about him is that he has given me a lot of good childhood memories. You know,
Oh yeah.
there used to be a time when going out for a movie with the family used to be such a big thing, because I remember we used to have a Maruti 800. It was a white colored Maruti 800. And in the dashboard, you always kept cassettes of the movie that you're going to watch. And Veer Zara had come out. And you take that
Oh,
cassette out, you put it in there, you play that song, and your dad is sitting next to you driving the car. I'm sitting there all dressed up, mom's all dressed up. We're going to watch the movie, right? We watch that movie, and then, you finish the movie, you come down, you have mithai or go to a restaurant, eat nice food, and come back home. So it's so going out for
whole,
the
yeah.
movie used to be a picnic for when I was a
Yeah,
kid.
yeah, yeah.
And I had some of the best memories with my dad and my mom at that time, because I didn't
Yeah.
get a lot of time with them,
Yeah.
right, together.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
those memories mean a lot to me. And the
Yeah.
last movie I ever saw in theater was a Shah Rukh Khan movie, like with my dad. The last movie I saw with my dad in the theater was a Shah Rukh Khan movie. And for that, I owe him a huge amount of gratitude that you
Yeah.
did give me some great childhood memories. So that's why I really, really, every time I have the Mannat, every time I take my friends outside Mannat, I'm like, this is the landmark of what a person can become only if he stops believing that he'll fail. So
Yeah. And
this is
that's
it.
what, I mean, I think that's what Mumbai gives you,
Agreed.
bhar
Agreed.
bhar ke other
Agreed.
such stories, right? Like, and
Right.
yeah, I think that's what makes Shah Rukh an embodiment of Mumbai. Um, Again, I never gave it that much thought until like right now. When you think, because yeah, and I think you as well, I think embody Mumbai in a brilliant way, because full time job hai, काम हो रहा है.
Yeah.
Like you are working your ass off during the day, and then you're working your ass off during the night,
Yeah.
not doing anything suspicious, but making 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 content, pumping it out, so that again that dichotomy of like creative and the hardworking technical. I'm not saying that creative, the that side of you isn't hardworking, but doing the grunt work that you might enjoy, but coming home and doing what you love. I think everybody has that in Mumbai. I just
Yes.
in general, I feel like you kind of have to have that, because if you're not at that, uh, if you're not living life at that pace, you'll be left out by the city.
Agreed. It's very fast. It's very
Yeah.
fast. So like it's like time dilation. Like there's this theory of relativity concept when
Right.
you're traveling at a very fast pace, right? Everything else is aging up very fast as well. So I'd say time dilation in Mumbai is that you spending your entire life working hard, and only at the end when you relax, you realize, oh, my kids have grown up. I can't spend time
Yeah.
with them. They have kids of
Yeah.
their own. I've worked my ass off for these guys, and now they have their own families. I love them, but
Yeah.
like, I mean, they have their lives like for themselves. They have to do that. But for
Yeah.
me, I personally feel that for me, it's a privilege. It's a privilege. It's a, I love doing something which is making content, making videos. I love
Yeah.
it. And I love in a city where I can do that. I
Yeah.
have all the resources at my hand. Like if I want to buy a mic, I can buy it. I have to save up for like 2, 3 months, but then I can buy it, right? If I want to say buy a camera, I can buy it. Till date, I do everything on my phone, right? Everything, editing, shooting, recording, everything is on my phone. But if I want, I can get something for me to get that done. All of that is privilege. Just to have that option open is a privilege. So if
Yeah.
all these things have been given to me, the least I can do is entertain people with it. So that's the least I can do. That's the like if I want to give something back to the city of Mumbai, with the city that's been very kind to me, is become a great content creator who came out of Mumbai. So that's
Mm.
the ideology that I work for. So it does not feel like I don't feel tired anymore. It's just it's flow state. All everything's just happening. It's good.
Yeah, थोड़ा एनर्जी इस साइड भी दे दो. मैं यहाँ मिशिगन में
Come to
बैठकर
Mumbai. Come to Mumbai, Habibi.
I'm like, अरे आऊंगा यार, टिकट के पैसे चाहिए. But yeah, but okay, so I asked this question to everybody. You've left home at the age of
18.
18.
Yeah, 18.
Yeah. And all of the years that you've been out, gone back home, come back out, how has the concept of home changed for you? Or has it changed?
Uh, so when I went back home, right, like for Diwali, I did have a lot of time to rest. Rest in the sense that I had my own bed. Home is where your
Yeah.
commode is, right?
Yeah.
So the commode that my boutique got used to since childhood is something that was under me once again. But
That's the best answer anyone has given. Home is where the commode is.
yeah,
That is the truest of the truisms that there are.
I know, right? Like you can go to the best hotel in the world. You can go to any place in the world,
Any
and yet
place.
the home is where the commode is.
Yeah.
But when I went there this time, I did feel that there are a lot of things that I have, uh, I have missed over the years. Like the walls of the house have gotten old. There's a lot of things that I have. The house has become old. House has gotten old.
Mm.
Right.
Hmm.
Like it used to be very lively. It used to be filled with people, but now it's just my mom and I. Uh, so yeah, the concept of home for me is wherever I can be with my mom, I can be with my family. I think home has become more people than it
Mm.
has become a place anymore. Because
Mm.
all my life I have I've had I've had things like I've had money, I've had food, I've had a roof, I've had clothes. But the only thing I've lost, the chip on my shoulder is always people. I've always lost
Yeah.
people that I've loved. So home for me over time has become people. Because when I go back home, I see, okay, yeah, the house has gotten old, but it's also not filled with people. Like it's not filled with
Yeah.
my family that used to live here once. So now whenever I'm spending some time with my friends, like I feel at that point that's home. When I'm spending time with my girlfriend, that's home. When I'm with my mom, that's home. So it's people around me that make me complete in a way. Like so, yeah. That's how the concept has evolved. Yes, the commode and all these things are very very nice. Those things are very important as well because you need a place to call your own as well. But home has eventually become home is people.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah. It is transient, but also becomes like a friend when you have gone through all those losses that you've gone through. As you say, the home kind of collects those memories and kind of keeps it there for you. So yeah, totally agree. Um, we talked a lot. We talked great stuff at Devanshu Saran and at Dev
Really
Goes
goes around.
Around.
Yeah.
Dave Goes Around. Yeah, perfect. It was, dude. It was fun catching up, man. After almost a year.
Yeah, man. It's
Uh,
like next time you come to Mumbai, crash at my place. We'll go for a romantic moonlight
a
walk into Zoo
romantic
again.
walk. Yeah, just to let people know, did my honeymoon in Mumbai. I'd come to Mumbai, and my wife was in the room, and I went on a romantic walk with Devanshu on Juhu Beach. That was the highlight of my trip.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun. It was fun,
It
man.
was so much fun. Like, yeah, come to Mumbai again. We'll have a we'll party.
Perfect, perfect. All right, Devanshu, thanks, man.
Thank you, brother.
We'll chat again, and we'll have you on
We
again.
will
Yeah,
take care.
chalo.
Bye
Bye.
bye.